All right, let's take a look at a couple of basic exponent properties and why they work, not so much what they are, but why they work the way that they do. What I've got here is what I'm going to call a quantity. Anything inside parentheses typically called a quantity, raised to the second power. So I've got a power with a base of 2x. So the base of the exponent is a product. So there are two values here that are being multiplied together. Could be 3, could be 4, could be more than that. But when you have a product that is the base of the exponent, what do exponents mean? They mean multiply this by itself, right? So that's really 2x times 2x. And when you multiply two values and their exponents, you multiply the coefficients, which is 4. And when you have bases that are the same here, this is really 2 times x times 2 times x. So the 2 times 2 is 4. X times x is x squared. So we get this quantity 2x squared equal to 4x squared. Now, what's the property? What's the shortcut? The shortcut is when you have a product that's raised to a power, you can, for lack of a better word, distribute that power to each term in the product, each part of that product. The integer coefficient, the variable, if there's more than one variable, it goes to all of those values. Okay, and please don't confuse what you see here with this. If there aren't parentheses, then the base of the exponent is that closest value to it. Okay, 2x squared and quantity 2x squared, completely different. 2x squared is 2 times x squared, which is 2 times x, not to be confused with this. Okay? So, the property, if we have an exponent for a product, for more than one term in parentheses, we can distribute that power or that exponent into each of those values. Okay? Something like this, where we have the product of two powers. Okay? So again, not to confuse this with this, these are different values. If we break this down and we look at this, what each one of these products is, this is 3 times x. And that's being multiplied times 2 times x. Now multiplication is a commutative operation, which means I can multiply in any order that I want. So when I look at this long expression here, I can multiply the two coefficient values, the two integer values together and get 6. And then look at how many x's I have being multiplied together. I've got this group of 3 and this group of 2. Now I could simply take this, slide it over, and that would be 5 x's being multiplied together. So that's x to the 5th. So I get my simplified value of what this is saying. So the shortcut, what's the shortcut? Anytime we multiply powers with the same base, how did we get this 5? 3 plus 2. So when we're multiplying powers, we can add their exponents if the bases are the same.